Bread Tuck Ride, Bread Tuck Game Forever. Y'all check out the BreadTuckLegacy podcast. And I got them 11s with the 45 if you need them, man. I got a 10 and a half, I got a 10 and another 10. But we talking about Black Lightning. Check this out, man. The episode starts off with, and I forget what episode we're on, so whatever. I think we're on like episode 8, but it's the mid-season finale. But anyway, the episode starts out with Khalil and Jennifer. They're running, man. They on the run, man. They don't want Jennifer don't want her family to know where they are, and Khalil running from Tobias, man. And then they got that woman, the assassin lady. I think her name Cutter. She's out for them too. But Khalil is dying because Cutter cut him with the with this poison knife. So Jennifer's like, man, you dying. I gotta figure this out, man. I gotta go get some antibiotics. So Jennifer goes to the hospital. She got a hoodie on, and she gets she steals the antibiotics. There's a computer, and you have to have the code to access the antibiotics. She say, man, I got my powers. She zapped that thing, and it just opened. She takes the antibiotics. She gets back, and she injects that boy with them, but they not working. But pause for a second. Let's go back. While she's at the hospital trying to get those antibiotics, Jefferson Pierce and Anessa, her dad and sister, are there. She see them and like, man, let me get out the back door. So she runs back or whatever. Let's fast forward back. So she runs. She tries to inject them. Anyway, at the hospital, Anessa and Jefferson Pierce, they're looking for her. And they overhear somebody saying like, man, this system shorted or whatever on this computer. And Anessa hears and like, wait a minute, Jennifer was here. She probably did that. Look at the screen. It says access denied. She tried to get some antibiotics, because they also found blood at Khalil's aunt's house. Because remember last week, Khalil and Khalil and Jennifer ran to Khalil's aunt's house. And they figure, okay, somebody's wounded. It's probably Khalil because ain't none of us bleeding. Man, we got to find my daughter. Man, check this out, man. Jefferson Pierce, Anessa, and Uncle Gamby, they in the van. They trying to figure it out. And Jefferson Pierce just gets frustrated, man. Like, I got to go find my daughter. He get out the van, and he about to fly off. He ain't even got his suit on. He about to fly off. It look crazy. And then Gamby like, hold on, man. Then Jeff Spears like, man, Gamby, I ain't with this. And he try to fly off again. Then Gamby like, hold on, man, I can't let you do it. Then Jefferson Pierce push him, and he try to fly off. Gamby hop up, grab him, flip him, and like, hey, man, stay in your right mind. You tripping, blah, blah, blah. So they have this moment, and, Anessa comes out. She's like, man, y'all stop. And then we find out that Jan, which is Anessa's mother, Jennifer's mother, and I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But check this out. Jan, she's just broken up. My daughter, because she don't know if her daughter dead or alive. So she goes and talks to Khalil's mom, and she's like, hey, our kids done ran off, whatever. And we find out that Khalil had an older brother who died because he was with the 100 gang. He was working for Tobias. So Jan gets she gets a picture of Khalil's dad, and she goes and finds Khalil's dad. We find out Khalil's dad was in prison and all that, and his oldest son, which is Khalil's brother, died while he was in prison. So he's out, I think he's like taking out trash. He works at like a barbecue place or whatever. Jan gets this information and she goes back. So she's like, hey, where could he be? Because we trying to find him. And the dad says, I know that he had an apartment. He ain't living with Tobias. I mean, he was very giving with the information. So Jan ends up going back home or whatever. Then check this out, man. Cutter finds Jennifer and Khalil. Now, Khalil over there dying, the antibiotics not working or whatever. But Jennifer kind of, she does this thing in her mind to where she can figure things out. You got Maxine from Living Single, and then she has another version of herself or whatever. She finds that Cutter's there. So they do this setup to where Cutter comes in and Khalil's on the ground dying. And then Jennifer out of nowhere kind of just shocks Cutter. Then she ties her up or whatever. And, she's like, okay, Khalil's dying, you know, how do I fix this? And Cutter ain't gonna talk. So Jennifer thinks for a second, man, what can I do? She picks up one of Cutter's poison knives. She's like, look, I know this knife poison, and I know that you have an antibiotic. So bam, she cut her face. And Jennifer like, man, we just gonna sit here. Either you gonna tell me or you gonna die. Then Cutter, you know, cause we realize Cutter don't want to die. Of course not. Then Cutter's like, look, the antibiotics in my necklace. So Jennifer gets the necklace, and then she kicks Cutter in the face, knocks her out, gives Khalil the antibiotic, and he gets better, right? So then we move on, man. I'm trying to see, was there anything important that happened in between there? Yeah. The Blue Ranger from the most recent Power Rangers movie, he's trying to get this grant or whatever. He's working with this white company or something like that. And the white company let him go for some white boy, or don't give him the grant for some white boy. And then he's all like, man, you don't want to give me the grant because y'all racist. And then they tell him to leave, or they escort him out. He's like, man, don't touch me. Now, when he gets to his car, we don't know his value yet, but when he gets to his car, Tobias had left him a note like, hey man, you're very valuable, come see me, I got something for you. So he goes to Club 100 or whatever, wherever them 100s hang out, got them J's for sale, a size 11 and a half and 2 10s. But anyway, get at me if you want them. But anyway, he goes, meets up with Tobias, and Tobias like, look man, I know your value, I know you tried to get the whatever with the white folk, they didn't want to give it to you. You come work with me, I'm gonna make everything good for you. And at first, the boy was like, nah, man, I ain't with it. Then Tobias shoot 100 grand to his account real quick, and the boy changed his tune, like, yeah, man, I'll do whatever, man, can you send me 100,000? But anyway, man, for the most part, that was all that goes on. Now, remember, this is the mid-season finale, and we're gonna find out that young brother's value later in the next episode. That's what it looks like. And also, at the end, man, it's about, and we see that Jennifer and Khalil, they ride off, and it's the same, hey, we got you, I got your back, you got mine, and You're All I Need by Method Man and Mary J. Blige plays. And then you see this brother, man, this well-dressed brother got the beard and the thing, he whooping up on these white boys in this bar. Boom, boom, he whooping, man, all you hear is ruckus. That brother cleaning them white boys up, man. Then there's one white boy trying to hide and shoot him. Then the black man like, okay, I found him. And then we see that he's able to kind of disappear and reappear and disappear and reappear. He reappeared on that boy, shot the white boy in the back. Then he gets a call, and he's like, oh, okay, you need me in Freeland? So me using my context clues, I'm assuming that Tobias called him because Cutter ain't getting the job done. And he wants him to now kill Jennifer and Khalil. But y'all know what it is, man. BreadTuck Rob, BreadTuck Gang forever. This was the mid-season finale review for Black Lightning, man. And we gonna find out it look like January 21st. And also Black Lightning is moving to Monday. So now I'm gonna be giving you these recaps on Mondays, man. But y'all know what it is. BreadTuck Rob, BreadTuck Gang forever. I got them Concords with the 45 on the back. And I got a size 11 and a half. And I got 2 10s. And I'm moving them. If you want them, get at me, man. And it's funny, man. I'm posting about these on my social media, and boys hopping on my page to hate. Don't never hop on to like anything, but they hopping on my page to hate, man. Hey, man, check this out, man. I'm only responding to people who talking about putting their bread up, man. If you jumping on there to hate, man, go on about your business, man. Go find you a hobby, man. Go find something that you could sell. But anyway, I ain't gonna get too into that, man. Y'all know what it is. BreadTuck Rob, BreadTuck Gang forever. H-Town all day. Y'all mucho, take it easy.